Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new California Lottery $5 Lucky 7 ticket. This is part of the August 2024 series of tickets. Came out in California this past week. And this one is a number match game. There are three symbols you can find. There's a 3X, a 7X, and that lucky symbol for an auto win. Now here on this page, we are looking at the prize structure and odds that the California Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.48, cash odds 1 in 5.01, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $77,777. And looking at the prize structure, there's a few things that stand out. First of all, and probably most importantly, is that this top prize is nowhere near where it should be. I mean, even in California, you've got $5 tickets with $500,000 prizes on it sometimes. And then in other states, we're seeing $5 tickets with $1 million top prizes. So it's inexcusable for a $5 ticket to have a payout, to have a top prize this low, unless the odds are going to compensate for that. And they don't. I mean, the odds are over 1 in a million to win this. And you always have to think about, is the wager that you're making for the ticket worth the top prize at the odds that are being given? And there's no way this is. I would never wager $5 for a $77,000 top prize at odds of 1 in 1.2 million. It's ridiculous. The other thing that is kind of weird to me is that you've got these two multipliers, 3x and 7x, and you really don't have a lot of prizes that are multiples of 3, and then none really that are multiples of 7 except for the top prize. So if you're hitting these multipliers, you have to be winning something else, because there's no prize that you can win where you're just going to multiply by 7. And so, yeah, I guess so that's something to look for as you're playing the game. Yeah, so that's about it for the prize structure. We do need to mention taxes. So in California, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view this top prize. So instead of $77,777, I'm going to view this as $59,110, which makes it even worse. I mean, what a lousy top prize for a $5 ticket. But with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 70 and 71%. So, yeah, this does meet the 70% minimum payout that we look for all tickets on the channel. So we'll see how this compares to other tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that the 70% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 70% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning the top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $100 prize level. So if you are playing this game, when you do win on it, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $5 and $100. There's a split there at the $100 prize level. It's about 31 to 69. So only about 31% of these $100 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure where average folks are winning. The other 69% are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that only about 1 in every 348 tickets has a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in $1,740 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's important information to note if you are thinking about playing this. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number we saw before, and that's going to leave us with a payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 60 and 61%. So this is also meets the minimum 60% payout that we look for all tickets. So this is going to feel like a pretty average ticket, I think, to most people. Now here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in California $5 tickets. And data point for Lucky 7 is all the way over here on the right. So you can see there was a pretty big bounce up in value from the previous ticket. We had seen 1, 2, 3, 4 decreases in a row. So we were due for an increase like this. So glad to see that. Usually I'll mention that when you see an increase in value, it might be a good time to play, because with every purchase you make, you're communicating approval for what your lottery is doing. So, buying a ticket to say, hey, I like to see these increases in value, want to see more of them. However, I mean, the 70% payout is still low. I personally wouldn't buy any ticket with a payout of 70%. So yeah, I mean, even though it might be a good time, you got to, decide whether 70% is good enough for you. Now, if you are playing $5 tickets in California, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, the Lotteria Extra has the best payout, with top prizes currently available that we've seen out of California. If you are playing for odds, this Lucky 7 ticket has the best odds. If you are more of a conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, again, this Lucky 7 is the ticket. And then if you are more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the Big Spin has the most money at the top of the prize structure. And then we are keeping track of top prizes over here as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking California $5 tickets based on overall payout. And you can see Lucky 7 is the third best $5 ticket we've seen come out of California. Again, it does meet the minimum 70%, but you're going to see in a minute that this is not competitive with what some other states are doing. So, yeah, for me, this is still too low. Now here on this page, we're ranking based on the bottom 99% payout, and here Lucky 7 is the best. It's the friendliest ticket in the $5 ticket category that we've seen come out of California, and it's got a higher payout on the bottom 99% of prizes. It's over a 1.5% more than what the next closest ticket's doing. And so, yeah, I think that is significant. So it is much friendlier than you're used to seeing in California for $5 tickets. Now here on this page, this is where we get to compare $5 tickets across states. You can see the top 35 tickets that we've reviewed on the channel are on the screen here from the 6 states that we're looking at. 7067 was not good enough to make this list. Which means that, California is really not competitive with what at least Georgia and Massachusetts are doing. Now, I really hate the $5 ticket category because I think states just really take advantage of people in this particular category. The only state that has $5 ticket values where they should be is Massachusetts. And Massachusetts regularly comes out with $5 tickets at 76% payout. That's 6 percentage points more than what you're getting from this ticket in California. But the best ticket that we've seen came out of Georgia. It was called Fast 50s, had 77% payout. And we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out a $5 ticket at 77% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is California putting out $5 tickets at 70% payout? That is over 7 full percentage points less than what Georgia did with this Fast 50s ticket. And that's a huge amount of money when you think about how many tickets go into just one scratch game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $5 price tag, and that's $50 million wrapped up in just one scratch game. 7% of $50 million is $3.5 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players with this Fast 50s game that the California Lottery is basically stealing from its players. I hate seeing scratch players get taken advantage of, but that's what the California Lottery is doing. They're keeping way more money than they need to. Now here on this page are the top 36 friendliest tickets that we've reviewed on the channel. Lucky 7 was good enough to make this list. It's in 19th place overall. So again, pretty average feeling ticket, compared to what other states are doing, and better than what you're used to seeing in California. Now here on this page, this is to give a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on Lucky 7. The best $2 ticket we've seen on the channel came out of Georgia. Fast 20s had 75% payout. That is over 4 full percentage points more than what you're getting from a $5 ticket in California. Best $3 ticket, 73% payout. That's what, 2.5 percentage points more than what you're getting from a $5 ticket in California. This should never happen. You should never have more expensive tickets that have less payout than cheaper tickets, even if it is from another state. So California needs to look at this. The bar is 75%. I mean, that's the lowest. I mean, well, every $5 ticket that comes out from every state should have at least 75% payout uh, in it. So yeah, I mean, California's off by over 4 percentage points. They need to do some work and get that payout up. Now here on this page are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. There are no $5 tickets on this list, probably never will be again, so you can pause that and look at it if you would like. And then here are the top 36 friendliest tickets for the average player. And the Lucky 7 at 60% is way off this list. So yeah, I mean, that's about it for the California Lottery $5 Lucky 7 ticket. It is one of the better $5 tickets we've seen come out of California, but it's just not good enough. I mean, scratchers are a losing venture anyway, so you always want to get the exact best product that you can. And right now, that is far and away coming out of Massachusetts. So if you like $5 tickets, my advice is find a scratcher on social media that you like from Massachusetts and just go in on some $5 tickets with those scratchers over there. You're going to get way more bang for your buck, and maybe loss in revenue will convince California to up the value of its $5 tickets. Until then, I won't be able to recommend them, unfortunately. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.